Hi everyone, in this short Mugeda video demo, we will quickly go through the functions on Mugeda to do animations. We will not be focusing on creating shapes. Rather than that, we just focus on how can we do animations. So we will do some very basic shape here. Okay, stop here. If you want to add animations to any objects you created, you can just first get this timeline, and you can see in the timeline you can define lots of frames. Let's say we want to define 24 frames, and you can just choose from insert frame or press your keyboard's F5. See, this is a place for us to adjust the frame rate. Now it is the default one is 12 frames per second. Let's move it to 24 frames per second, and so for 24 frames and 24 frames per second, which means it will last for 1 second. To add animation is actually very easy. You can just extend some frame and just say insert animation, and that's it. And then you can just move your object around at a certain frame so that you can get your first animation done. So it's pretty easy, and you can use this play, pause, and stop to control the playback. Another way for you to precisely control the playback is to use your keyboard. You can, of course, anytime you can just click on each individual frame to go to that frame. Another way to do that is more. Sometimes you find it's more convenient is to use the keyboard's dot and semicolon like this. Move backward and move forward. Yeah, that's it. And you can also sometimes for complex animation, you want to just view it as a final effect or final rendering. This is a way for you to preview the result. These are some basic tools. You can also define multiple layers if you want to do animation. You can also name each layer as you want. You can hide a layer or lock a layer. When you lock a layer, the object in the layer cannot be edited anymore. You can also, after you define the basic animation, you can also add. Feel free to add any further keyframes to fine-tune the movement or animation. For example, you can click on any frame and right-click on that and select insert keyframes, so that you can add one more keyframe, and you can then feel free to move it around to define a more complex trajectory, something like this. Another way it's even more convenient to define the trajectory or fine-tune the animation is to select a frame and just feel free to modify the property of your object, so that will automatically add one keyframe into the timeline, so that you can have this tuned and improved animation effect. Regarding what kind of the properties can be animated, you can just select object, and then you can see you can adjust the width, height, position, and also the rotation, and also the alpha set. Let me try to do some quickly. This is a way to scale it and rotate it and change the size and the location. You can also try to change its alpha band set and make it semi-transparent. Then you can have this effect. Great. Okay. So you might be wondering, what is this keyframe twin? This is a very interesting and helpful feature for you to tune how the motion could be. So in terms of the acceleration, how can you define the acceleration rate? So the default value for that is linear, which means you can the movement will be in the consistently in a linear shape. If you want to define some non-linear shape, you can do add some other things, such as this fade out. When the fade out, the speed will be reduced until it reaches 0, like this. Maybe let me. If you want to delete keyframe and delete the defined animations action, you can just say choose from the menu, say delete keyframe. In that case, that the behavior of that keyframe will be maybe let me. Okay, I still need this. Let me show you why it's called elastic out, which will have the bouncing effect. I stop here, and you can feel free to just play around it and try different options so that to find one you may feel suitable for your application purpose. What else? Another one which is very useful for animation is this so-called glass board feature. It will help you to see through different frames. Usually it is very helpful for you to define a frame by frame animation, because you need to precisely control where is the position or shape of the first frame and where is the next frame. You can see through multiple frames. It is very convenient. Let me show you a quick demo. First of all, let's hide the object layer, and then let's try to get this new layer. I will also start from a simple ellipse, and so let's define some non-rigid animation for this object. To do that, you can first define a shape. If you want to, let's say if you want to consider this ellipse like a rubber, you want to just move it around and bend it in a non-rigid effect. That cannot be done easily using this rigid object movement or animation. So what we can do is we define several frames like this. Let's say we define 10 frames. Press F5 to extend it to the 10th frame, and then on the third frame you press on F6. F6 will give you the idea about it will copy the keyframe from previous keyframe, but it will duplicate the keyframe and start a new one. In order to do animation for this new one, we just want to bend it, as I mentioned, but we don't know. We want to refer to the previous frame in order to get a precise control. To do that, you can just turn on this glass board. You can see there is a sliding window which will define how many frames will be rendered simultaneously at the same time. So now if you move your object around, you can notice that the previous frame will also be displayed in the background, but in a reduced alpha value, so that you can precisely control what to do. Let's continue this. I will not be doing that in a precise way, but just give you some basic idea. Sometimes basic idea about how you can control this precisely. Something like this. Sometimes you want to extend your selection or animation frame into more. It's very easy it can be easily done by just adjust the sliding window size. For example, if you cover more frames, it will cover more frames and show you more precise way to control it. Let's do 2 more frames. F6 to copy 1 frame, duplicate 1. Okay, now we can maybe preview what kind of the effect it is. If you get rid of this grass board, you can see what it looks like eventually. It's a very convenient way for you to run some professional animation, do some job for that. Okay, I think that is long enough demo, but you're welcome and encouraged to practice a lot and make sure you grasp this in a very proficient way. Okay, have fun. Bye.